Now, the Iran war is disrupting global aviation with soaring jet fuel prices, airspace closures, and widespread flight cancellations hitting airlines worldwide. Carriers are being forced to reroute flights, cut capacity, and absorb sharply higher fuel costs, putting pressure on fares and schedules across global networks. For more, we're joined now by Danny Lee, Bloomberg's Asia, Aviation, and Transport reporter. Well, this morning we've been taking a look at where oil prices are, up more than 5–6%. Obviously, this has a real impact on airlines. So how are these higher jet fuel prices impacting airlines around the world, not just specifically in the Middle East?
We've already heard from airlines talking about a doubling or more of jet fuel costs. Already, airline CEOs are saying they're having to raise airfares by up to 30%. So they are having to raise fares quite significantly in order to cover the cost, the volatile cost of jet fuel. And so there is a lot of pain out there. There is also airlines who are not protected from fuel hedges. We've heard a little bit about that. You know, the likes of the large American and Chinese carriers and low-cost carriers are not protected. So they're eating up the very volatile cost of jet fuel in full. So there is a lot of pain there. We heard from Malaysia Airlines CEO today saying that they're having to absorb a 140% increase in jet fuel costs. So overall, we are seeing some pain, and with airfares spreading, demand being dislocated. So far, it seems like the passengers are willing to pay higher prices because of that gap left in the Middle East.
And is it reasonable to expect more disruptions to operations, reduced schedules in light of the higher jet fuel prices? What do those dislocations look like from the war?
Yeah, we are seeing actions taken. Airlines, for example, United Airlines has already decided to cut about 5% of its capacity, particularly routes which now are more marginally unprofitable. In places like in Southeast Asia, in Vietnam, where there are risks of jet fuel shortages, we're seeing up to 30% cuts in capacity by domestic airlines. So overall, there is a very concerted effort to try and add capacity if you're a European or an Asian carrier where their demand is because of the Gulf dislocation. But in other parts, you're just trying to conserve where it doesn't make sense to fly, cut the flights outright. So there is a bit of a rebalancing going on overall in the aviation industry.